Welcome back to BYU Sports Station. We are live in Studio B on a winning Monday following BYU men's basketball's dominant victory over San Francisco. The Cougars now secure the 5 seed going to Las Vegas for the West Coast Conference Tournament. Alongside Jarom Jordan, I'm Spencer Linton. That man you just saw highlights from, he's in studio. Rudi Williams back on the show. Rudi, congratulations again on a fantastic senior night in front of an awesome crowd. What was that experience like for you after you've processed it over the weekend?
Now looking back at it, I've had a couple days. It was really fun to go out in front of the Marriott Center like that. You know, obviously the season has been really up and down, but it was good to send them off on the right note and, you know, have some momentum going into Vegas. We
were just talking during the break, but when were you told you would start, and what did that mean to you? Because I think you've gotten used to coming off the bench at this point, right?
I think Coach told me probably like 2 or 3 days before the game, so like it was probably the Tuesday practice. And then I was like, oh, you know, he's being dramatic and all that. But, you know, it's just kind of how senior night goes. And, you know, it was okay.
It was okay. I would beg to differ. I thought it was great. What did you love about the performance that you were able to have? And what do you think this means moving forward?
I just loved, you know, that we're just kind of finding our groove and starting to play well when we need to. You know, you got to be your best probably in March. So that's good for us. And it just means that we're going to go into Vegas hot, you know. Like, I feel like we all have our confidence. We're going to have a good prep week this week, and we'll be ready for Friday night.
Are you going to start again, you think?
That's probably Coach's call, you know, whether I start or not. I don't really have a problem with it. I'm still going to play and be me.
It was so good, I wonder why not, though. But to you, you don't really care, you're saying?
No, I've kind of just embraced the whole, like, 6-man kind of role, and I kind of like it because, you know, guys probably underestimate me or something when I come off the bench, and then, you know, I'm ready to go firing.
Rudi Williams is with us on BYU Sports Nation. Coach Pope told me after the game that you are, and these are his words, a generational teammate. And he will talk about you when he is talking to any team that he approaches about how to be a good teammate for the next 10 years, he said. He said, I want to tell every BYU player about this for the next 10 years, that Rudi is truly a team-first guy. How do you do that? How do you take that right approach? Because you could start every game and be mad that you don't start every game, but you found your role and have come into some success in doing so. So what advice do you have for players moving forward about how to be a generational teammate?
My advice for, you know, like future players would probably be just lose yourself in the team, you know, just understand that the team's bigger than you are, and, you know, just do whatever it takes for your team to have success. You know, when I got the bump to coming off the bench, I was probably a little bit sour about it for like a day, maybe. But then after that, I just started to embrace it. And, you know, I started to find the positive in it. And I kind of embraced all that. And then it started going well for me. So
if you didn't be at least a little sour, you probably weren't as human as you thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're a competitor. You came here to be a very important piece of this team. So then pregame, you know you're going to start. You know you have family in town. What were the emotions like of that? And tell us a little bit about the family that came all the way from Hamilton. I love the sign, YHM, which is the airport in Hamilton, to Provo, PBU. who from your family came here?
Okay, so from left to right, that little baby, that's my niece. Her name's Delina. She just recently turned 1. I think she's like 14 months now.
Nice kicks, by
the way.
So
cute.
Yeah, and then that's my sister-in-law, Lenny. And then this is my baby sister, Shalane. She's 14 now. Obviously, that's me. And then that's my mom, Beverly, and then my youngest brother, Radain.
Very nice. That's awesome, man.
Your mom is lovely. I had a chance to talk with her after the game. And she's like just emanating with pride over you, Rudi. I thought that was so fun.
And where is she from again?
She's originally born in Jamaica.
Jamaica. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's very cool.
What was that like to have them watching you play your final game and for you to play well in front of them?
You know, it felt really good, honestly, because this was my mom and my family's first trip to Provo. They made the trip to Bahamas earlier in the season, but they never got to see the Marriott Center in person, and they never got to see Provo. So it was a big deal for them. Myself, personally, I just tried to focus more on the game because I realized how big Saturday was, so I didn't really want to be distracted by, like, you know, my family being in town and senior night and all the dramatics of it. But I feel like I did a good job managing and juggling all that stuff. So.
How do you stay focused? Because it'd be super easy to be thinking about the fam in the stands and the pregame ceremony and getting the start and all that. How do you stay dialed in to have arguably your best game of the year?
I turned my phone off like Saturday morning, and I just really wasn't on my phone too much. Just put it on Do Not Disturb. That always helps me.
What'd you do the rest of the day? I guess shoot around and meals and pregame stuff to stay locked in. Were you watching a movie or a book? Like, what did you do in those spare hours?
So early before shoot around, I went to the hotel to go say hi to my family, my mom and stuff. And then when we came back from shoot around, I just sat down, showered, ate, and then I was watching who was it? George Mason versus Dayton.
Okay.
I like to watch the college games before our games.
Sure.
So I would just turn on ESPN and whatever game's on, I'll watch it.
How do you take what BYU accomplished on Saturday and maintain that level 6 days later on a Friday night game in Las Vegas? We're all looking for that answer because it was so good on Saturday. So what do you do to maintain that?
I would say just taking a day at a time. So we have practice today at 2 o'clock, and we're going to try to make that the best practice of the year, and then we're going to have practice tomorrow, and then we'll keep going until we get to Vegas on Friday. But I would just say taking it one day at a time and, not really getting too ahead of ourselves.
Speaking of practice, I had a couple of your teammates.
This was great.
Tell me,
I love this.
On Saturday night, Spencer, we had the worst practice ever on Thursday. Like, it was terrible. And then we had the best practice ever on Friday. And so I think there's something to that, right? It carried over from Friday to Saturday. How do you have good practices all week?
Well, hold on. Do you need a crappy practice to have a great game, maybe?
It's a good thing. I don't know.
I might dribble the ball off my foot today to see what coach says, get Coach Pope.
Like on Wednesday, you're like, we'll just mail it in so that Thursday we're dialed in. No, that's a funny thing. This will be your first and last time, right? And for BYU in the West Coast Conference Tournament of, okay, here we go. And you're playing on Friday. And we were talking about the path seems to be somewhat ideal for BYU. You're playing two teams that you already beat. Granted, you got to beat them again. Mm-hmm. And then LMU, the last time you played them, you played great like San Francisco. And then you played St. Mary's tough twice. Like, obviously one game at a time from your guys' perspective. But it seems like you're on a good side of the bracket right now. What do you think kind of the draw for BYU here?
Well, when I did all the studying and seeing what would happen if we won or lost on Saturday, I kind of liked our chances being on the other side of the bracket. So that's why I said Saturday was super big for us. Obviously, like you said, San Diego and Portland, those are two tough teams. They're both talented offensively, and we're going to have to beat either one again, and which is going to be tough. But then after that, we look forward to that LMU game. And we made adjustments after losing to them the first time. So I like that matchup with us as well. But we're just going to have to take it one game at a time, but we'll be ready.
And then the Zags in the title game. That's very exciting. Let's go.
How much does the idea of an opportunity against LMU potentially and another opportunity against St. Mary's and maybe another opportunity against Gonzaga drive you? Just the idea that you could see them again.
I would just say it drives me because, we lost LMU and then we lost two close ones to St. Mary's as well, and then the Zags got us both times. So those are both all three of those teams that we'll have to face. We know that, if we don't play well, they can beat us. So I feel like that'll be our motivation. And, obviously we know it's win or go home from here on out. So I don't think anyone's ready to stop playing games.
Spencer told us that he observed, when you came off the court, a long kind of conversation with Mark Pope where he was kind of pointing around and looking at stuff. What did he tell you in that moment?
He was just telling me that he was proud of me, good game, but he was just telling me to soak up and embrace the Marriott Center one last time. I didn't really realize that it was my last time checking out because, I kind of black out during the games. But once he grabbed me and pulled me and told me that, I was like, I just looked in the crowd and I was like, wow, that was really the last time. And, I'm glad we went out with a win, and I'm glad I got to play well one last time in front of the MC. And
he kind of pointed at you like, hey, acknowledge the crowd here, which is a very cool moment for you and Gideon.
It was really cool, honestly, getting like a standing ovation. I felt like LeBron or Jordan. So that was fun. And, I'm going to miss the Marriott Center a lot.
People appreciate greatness everywhere. But BYU basketball fans love when they see good basketball. And they saw good basketball on Saturday. What did it mean to go out like that? Because that's about as good, that's about as well as I think you guys can play. You guys were all over it everywhere.
I feel like it meant a lot because I feel like we just owed that to the fans and, Coug Nation, because obviously this season, like I said, has been a roller coaster. And they were there when we were playing terrible. They were there when we were playing bad, and they never left, and they stayed supporting us. So I feel like we owed that to them to give them one good last showing.
Rudi Williams is on BYU Sports Nation. Again, Portland or San Diego. It's a unique preparation week because you do have to focus on two teams. You don't know who you're going to play. So how do you do that and be ready for Friday when you go into Thursday not knowing exactly who you're going to play the next day?
I feel like we're just going to get a little bit of both teams, a focus of both teams in practice this week. Luckily for us, we're going to leave on Thursday, and we're going to go straight to the arena and watch that game. So we'll know who we're playing by the end of the night, and we'll be ready. You know, our coaches, they're on that with the scout. I was just shooting in the gym, and Coach Figure, he's already doing San Diego scout just in case we play San Diego. And I'm sure Coach Cahill is doing the Portland scout just in case we play Portland. So the coaches will have us ready.
You guys went to Vegas this year and you won a game. It was the quad one win on the schedule in Creighton. Is there any summoning that Vegas energy going into this one?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm sure there's just a buzz about Vegas, and there's a certain excitement. Me personally, I love going there. You know, there's nothing for me to do there because that's not who I am. But like just being in Vegas and being around all that hype, it gets me going, and I love playing there.
That's why you fit in with BYU, Rudy. Most of the BYU fans are like, sorry, what is that? Yeah.
How would you explain March basketball from your perspective?
I would say unpredictable, honestly. In my 3 years of college basketball, I've seen the craziest stuff happen, you know, watching games, March Madness, but I've also witnessed it myself. Like last season, I made a Hail Mary game-winning shot that, you know, people may have said it was a fluke or probably shouldn't have went in or not, but like I know anything can happen in March, and this is when you got to be your best.
Rudy, congratulations again on a fantastic regular season for you and a way to close it out. Now it's on to March. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma to take to Las Vegas.
Appreciate that.
As you get ready for San Diego and Portland. Thanks for the time, man.
Sir, thank you guys.
We'll see you.